Hello, hello. We are back here in the basement, and I'm going to be looking at some garden tools. Now, I have been obsessed with, I've collected antique tools my whole life, and I've always loved good tools. And I thought for the longest time that no good tools were made anymore. And, as a general rule, a lot of what's out there is pretty crummy, whether you're talking about pliers or gardening equipment. It's just the nature of manufacturing nowadays, making the cheapest thing most readily available. So when I started trying to get my hands on stuff for the garden, I decided I'd rather buy a couple of tools every few years that are really nice than to buy everything I needed really cheaply and have it fall apart on me all the time. So when we moved in, the house came with some tools, which was really nice, and a couple of them were good older, regular hardware store type things that were just made better than what's available now, and some of them were more recently made tools that were just awful. Our pruning shears, or not our pruning shears, our loping shears that came with the house, they can't cut a dang thing, so that's why I bought those Velcros. Now, the house also came with a couple trowels, and they worked okay for us last year. One of them seemed like a shop class project that maybe one of the kids who used to live here made. Galvanized steel blade that was pretty thin, just a bent, curved sort of thing with a loop of steel for a handle. It was all riveted together, and it had some initials on it. And it's cute, and it's not terrible, but our soil's not ready to handle this flimsy trowel. And then we had one that just seemed like what you could go to Home Depot and pick up, with the thick wire handle and the thick wire tang and the plastic handle. And just like the handmade one, it bent every time we were trying to use it. Just didn't do a good job. So I've done some research, tried to find nice, higher end garden tool companies that weren't just a name. I wanted something that was well made. And I ended up buying what I kind of considered my safety school here. Something that was a fallback in case in case I can only find things that were expensive. But I felt like it was taking too long, so I just picked it out. And I'm actually really happy. So this is the Dewit well done garden trowel. It's made in Holland, says guaranteed for a lifetime. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this is like perfect craftsmanship, but it is really nice. So, the biggest complaint I have at the moment is that this handle is poorly finished on the end, but it's not going to end up making a huge difference. The blade of the trowel is nice, thick material. The tang is decently welded on and is also very thick. It's not going to bend for anything. You're going to have to do some really bad stuff to this to make it break. The handle may eventually crack or rot off on me, but at that point, I might even be able to just replace it with a new wood handle, because this thing should outlast probably me, but at least the wood that is on it. I have my fancy schmancy Michitoyo calipers here. These things are insanely nice. I didn't actually need them when I got it, but I really wanted good calipers for work, and they've been great. So they can tell us that the tang, let me get this focused, the tang is a bit shy of a 1/4 inch, 0.20, still incredibly robust. And then we will measure the blade here. It's a bit tough because it's curved. Let's take a look. Now, this is coming out as about 0.08, and I am so bad at converting decimals into fractions. We know that 0.125 is an eighth, so, we're a bit less than that. But this is a really heavy-duty trowel, so no complaints from me on this thing. I've only used it inside so far. It's been helpful with getting everything on our seed shelf potted up. I probably didn't need to use it for that, but I wanted to, and I cannot wait to sink this thing into the soil and get some stuff planted. So if you are looking for a good trowel, I think this was about $30. It was well worth it. If you're the type of person who loves your tools and doesn't lose them in the garden, I would say definitely get your hands on one of these next time you need to get a trowel, and you'll probably never need to get one again. So with that, I'll let you folks get back to your day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.